Hey, what's going on guys, Nath here, welcome back to a video. Today we are doing the Nath Rewind 2019 and we're going to be going through all my videos I've made in 2019 and we're going to talk about the good points, the bad points, how much my channel has changed and what's been going on. This is me re-editing the video and remaking it because I've just realised that the first time I made it I sound bored and I sound dead. So here we go in the remake and we are starting with the first video called Do I Recommend the Yamasaki YM50-RE 2018 and new setup. So this was me starting off a new year in January, at the start of this year, with the new GoPro Hero 5 Black, the GoPro mic adapter, the audio adapter into the Purple Panda lapel microphone. So this is me really starting my new setup and getting that front facing camera setup going on, which is what I was really happy with, and I was ecstatic to start recording using the front facing camera, where it seemed like it was a point of view where on the other videos that before this, just before the 7th motovlog, it was a Chinese camera on the side of my helmet and it did not look good at all. So yeah, this is the first video and this is the route you guys probably know the most, where I take the Yamaha, and you can see how I cut there because surprise I sold, and I have cut the voice out and I have cut the engine sounds out because I am honestly quite scared to show my voice because I'm a bit of a pipsqueak. And well, not much of a pipsqueak, but you know, my voice is a lot different than what it is now, and I had no idea what I was talking about with bikes, as you'll find out for the next video. Okay, so now we're in the second video. This video is one of my more popular videos on the channel. It's right up there with the first review of the Yamasaki. This video got about 11,200 views with a 97.2% like to dislike ratio, which is really good. I did kind of cheat a bit with this video. I have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll be honest with you. I had no idea about bikes and I was reading off a tablet, and I think the most embarrassing thing about this video is I am actually using my helmet to record this. I have my GoPro and my mics all on and I'm sat there with my helmet so I can use both my hands, which on paper is smart, but when you're, you know, trying to breathe and move about, the helmet gets in the way a lot. The stabilisation isn't as good, as you can see there, it shook a little bit. And what I would use now is my phone or a chest mount, as that's a bit better, a bit more stabilised and a bit more of a point of view. But these videos did really well with this review video, and I'm not being funny, I kind of wish that they didn't, because I am embarrassed of how little I knew and how wrong I was a lot. There wasn't a time with the Yamasaki where I knew what I was talking about, and if I did, I feel like I could have excelled a lot better in my content, but I didn't quite pull that off. But this is me just talking about how the bike is, I guess, and there's no cuts, no edits, one fluid video. Sorry, no, there are cuts. It's one fluid video, but it cuts every single time that I tell you about something. So you'll see the exhaust, it'll cut to another point, then it'll cut to another point, then another point, then another point. And this is because I'm reading these points off of a tablet, and I need to reread them points and then go to that location to show you it, to cut, to read, to show, to cut, and so on. There was the tablet right there, which if you saw that and then you saw me look at the tablet, cut, and then go back round, the tablet is on the bench there. It was a bit of a cheap video, I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. Okay, and then moving on to a completely different sort of video that we haven't quite done yet, is just complaining about everything motovlog 10. This video is disappointing to me. I don't think I should have named it just complaining about everything. It was more of one of these days where I was ill, I was cold and I was tired, and I just finished work and I happened to have the camera on my helmet at the time, so I thought I'd stick on the camera on the way home, and it wasn't a good idea. But the only thing good about this video that I am proud of is the colour grading. I think I pretty much nailed it to an artificial point. As you can see, the grass looks really green and the colours are popping amazing. Like, it looks really good, but this is not what real life looks like, which is what I'm trying to colour grade towards now, which I definitely think my editing skills have got a lot better. As you can see, there's a lot of dead space going on. If you go back and rewatch these videos, you're going to see a hell of a lot of dead space, and it's horrible to watch. I can barely sit through these, so I'm not quite sure how 756 people decided to click on a video about me complaining about a cold while riding a 30mph bike. But anyway, thank you for that one. It also got 100% likes to dislikes, so that is amazing by itself. I'm shocked by that. But yeah, so this is just like me starting out making these 4K videos, starting to edit a lot more, starting to colour grade, and I was still editing on my phone at this point, and it was not my bestest it wasn't my bestest period. And then we've got the smartest video I ever made. Nobody else could outsmart me on this, because I decided to film in the dark on country roads and still upload it. I don't quite know how, and I did send this to my friend to make a thumbnail. I had a guy called Tyler making thumbnails for me at this point, and you know, this is when my thumbnails were really looking good after this. And well, no, this is, it wasn't making thumbnails at this point. This was him offering to make my videos. He edits thumbnails in the future. But I sent him all the content and everything, and he sat there and he said, I can't see anything. And so I was like, okay, I'll edit this one. And I stuck it on Power Director on my phone, and I put the brightness on max. And you know, you still can't see anything. You can barely see anything at the moment. So this isn't one of my proudest videos, and I am once again sorry that I did make this. I promise I won't film in the dark like this again, although I did last month. I think it was a month and a half ago, which was the YZF versus Vegas video. But that was on some main roads, so it had street lights and everything going on there, so not quite sure how that one's going to go down. But yeah, so this is me riding in the dark, which this bit you can see because you got the sundown. Is that what's called? Sundown? Okay, yeah, the sun's going down in the background, giving me a bit more light on the road. That is a beautiful bit, which is actually a thumbnail, which makes sense to me. And my thumbnails were so basic. It was this screenshot right here, followed by in the corner just #11, because this was motovlog 11. So there was a point in my channel where it was getting too cold outside. Well, it was too cold outside for me personally to go and make these videos comfortably. So I decided that I would make the amazing move of starting to make some Isle of Man TT Ride on the Edge gameplay videos. And oh my god, they were terrible. These videos flopped like anything. I was told in the comments to just stop and get back to doing what I'm doing. You can see the videos glitching right there. It's not working out. This Norman bike looks amazing in real life, and in my video it's glitching. Yeah, I had an Elgato HD60 up against a £100 laptop, and the specs of the laptop just weren't powerful enough to handle the Elgato software, causing it to do all this kind of glitchy, misfit-y thing. And I also recorded the audio on my phone because I couldn't get it into my laptop, so the audio is misaligned with the video, and there's a delay, and it's horrible, and I'm sorry, and I shouldn't have made this video, and it was a huge mistake. But the game's pretty fun. The only problem with it is I didn't know how to play it, and I couldn't play it. It was my biggest weakness in making this video, was my actual riding ability in the game, which I promise I can ride a lot better in real life than I can on a video game. So moving quickly on away from that disaster, we're going to go to another disaster of me making a drone video. And I'm still not sure why I made a drone video on a motovlog channel. Once again, not my brightest time. I made another mistake with this one. This is just me showing you the drone, which, to be fair, I think the main reason I uploaded it was because I was amazed that I managed to get this going properly. But I managed to set up a GoPro Karma drone, the same camera I use for my motorbike, and get some amazing shots up in the air with it, which it was amazing, which I just skipped to that now. Okay, we're now at that point in the video, and you know, this is my amazing editing skills with a bright white box blurring myself out. Look, there you go, you caught a little sliver of me. This is me just flying the drone. For some strange reason I put this on, and you guys still seem to like it with 100% likes. I mean, there was only 10 likes, but that's still 100%, which, again, you guys did tell me, go back to making motorbike videos. This is not what we want to see. And that's what I want to be hearing from you guys, is what you want to see and what you don't want to see. And the stabilizer fails. I remember this because I was stood there. You can see me start to run because the drone is coming down to the ground and it just hits the floor. And this GoPro is my like prized possession, and this drone. These two things are like the most valuable things in my life, and I see it just fall down for about 100 meters and it scared the shit out of me. Okay, and then we are back to motovlogging. This is the part of my channel where I really started to develop and get my own little personality going. Everything started going, you know, a little bit better for me. We did 1,200 miles on the Yamasaki, and I think that this is one of my most viewed motovlogs with nearly 3,000 views. So thank you all for that one. Yeah, this video is pretty good. It's just me summing up how the first 1,200 miles have gone while riding the Yamasaki. It's me talking about the good, the bad, how it feels, how it's doing this, how it's doing that. And I do still miss this bike. I'm really happy that I was the one to do the first, 1,000 miles on a motorbike. To me, that feels quite special because that kind of feels like my motorbike in a way, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this video is a bit special to me, just because I put a bit of effort into it, because I did have a mini kind of script thing in my head that I had these set of points that I had to bring up. But the only thing I'm not good at in my videos is conveying the message that I want to. Which, if you guys go through my latest motovlogs, like the channel changes one, you'll see what I mean, where I get incredibly sidetracked when I'm talking about changing my channel name. Which I go from talking about, oh yeah, this is going to be my name, but oh wait, this is someone else and that's someone else, back to this, back to that. And I need to get better at getting my point across and then talking about someone else and just developing in certain subjects. So yeah, that is what this video pretty much is. And it was 4 weeks without it was a month. I had a month away from motovlogging, and this was the video I came back with, and it did amazingly. Okay, and then following the same route as one of the first motovlogs, we're gonna talk about a different subject of should I get a 125, and this video did good as well. I'm not proud of this video because it's me just doing the same route. I could have used the same video as the ones before, but I still go out and record because this is all filmed live. My voice is with the video, it's all the same thing, which this is pretty good for me because you'll see in the future of these videos that are coming up in a minute, you'll see where I do get lazy. And the whole point of this video is just me discussing whether or not I should get a 125, which I knew I definitely was going to get a 125. And I knew that I was definitely going to try go for a Yamaha, but I still wanted to have the conversation with you guys about what you think I should get. Which this was the first video where I included cards in my video, which it was around this point, somewhere along this road, the info card in the top right appeared where you had the options of Derby GPR125, YZF-R125, CBR125, RS125, RS4125. Oh, breathe. I think the Yamaha still won, and yeah, you just saw my app pop up there, which if you guys do want to message me on Instagram, please do, because I do reply to all the messages, and I do have a group chat, bikers. I'm getting sidetracked again. Yeah, okay, moving back onto the video. So at this point, I was trying my best to get the money all saved up for a Derby GPR 125 2016 in grey and silver, I think. And then my dad went to go look at it, and the guy had been hiding all the damage, all the bad points, and my dad said, no, this is not going to happen. So he said, keep your eye out for different bikes, and I was a bit disappointed because I really liked that Derby, but I am so happy that we didn't get it, because my Yamaha that's downstairs now is insane. I would not give that bike up for anything. It's amazing. But yeah, this is just me talking about the 125, which is where, the 125 is where my channel really develops, and I'm taking my stuff a lot more seriously now. This was just a hobby back then, hop out every now and again with the camera and have a little ride round and talk. And now it's something for me to generally do in my free time. This is motovlogging is something I really enjoy doing, and having these conversations with you guys, having all these comment conversations, you guys adding my Instagram, the Snapchat, having a conversation with me and organising meetups. I'm happy for it all, and I'm so glad that I get to do this. Okay, and then we have probably the shortest video and the most laziest video. If you guys jump to the very first Yamasaki video, which I think is removed because I stole it, I made this video as for starting, and I accidentally voiced over it, which started my whole talking bit on the channel. This was just supposed to be a walk around, and I then downloaded the video in, I think I made this in, I'll get the exact date up. This video was on the 4th, so all I did in April was download this video from last September, take it off the channel, and then re-upload it silent and name it Yamasaki YM50 walk around for sale, so I can get so I could sell it on the channel. And a subscriber did actually buy this bike, so if you do still have this bike, mate, I hope it's going well for you and I hope you're enjoying it. And if you still got the GoPro stickers on, then that's great. I hope you're enjoying the bike. Okay, and then we're moving on to I think I called this series 2 on my channel. So we've moved away from the 50cc and we're now on the 125. This video is the video that everybody sees when they click on my channel. This is my channel trailer, they call it. But this is what I wanted to show because it shows I have a Yamaha, but this is my channel. This is me showing off a bike when I had no idea about bikes still. I've mostly learnt about my bikes in the past 6 months, and I got this bike in May. I had it delivered on the 18th, I think. My dad dropped it off for me, but this is me before I crashed it, and I still remember them red levers. It's nice that I have black ones now. I think they suit the bike a hell of a lot more. But I do miss this bike from when I first got it because it wasn't as wrecked, and the dash actually works. But this was really just the start of, you know, what we are now. But there's me showing off so this is me pretty much just showing off my motorbike, pretty much just flexing what I have because I was really impressed by this. This is just me also kind of showing you that we're now on a 125. We're going to be going a bit further, a bit faster on a more reliable bike. Something that's a bit different as well. It's not stock, so there's it's not like every other Yamaha, so there's a bit to be shown, which I hope that's kind of like my niche bit, which I'm looking at the video editing software now and I can see a big bit where I definitely start the bike because the audio waves are all over the place. Yeah, this bike sounds very nice, and there's the Tractanium brake protector. This is just me showing off the bike really, there's nothing else to this review. And now we're back on the more lazy uploads again, but still colour graded for some strange reason, Nath. This is me just starting the bike. Nothing else to it, I'm just starting the bike. I don't think I'm talking, I just run outside with the key and press start. And then I upload it, and I then somehow managed to pull off getting nearly 1,000 views. Still got 100% likes now as well, wow. You guys must love for startup videos. Yeah, but this is just me, you know, looking over what I've done. Okay, and then we're back on the lazier videos again, which is, I say lazier videos because I'm not riding the bike, I'm just recording the bike and talking. This is the Your Questions Answered videos, which turns into quite a good little series for me because a lot of you guys do have questions about my bike and me. So I put them in this just to show you how, you know, what I think about this. This video did really well, edging 2,000 views with 97.8% like to dislike ratio. And I can confirm that my editing is okay in this. It's not bad, it's okay. I could have done a lot better on the cropping and the transitioning because I do make cuts because I run back and forward looking at the questions off on Instagram and the camera. My phone was on 10% because I remember panicking at the end. And it was really fun to make these types of videos because it's me interacting with my fans again. It's not me just doing what I want to do, it's me doing what you guys want to do. Why did I step outside for this bit? There's got to be a bit why I stepped out. But I really wanted to criticise myself in this rewind because I don't just want to be that YouTuber that's like, oh yeah, my videos are great, my videos are that, you should watch my content because of this. This is me criticising my own content personally, and this was all made over 6 months ago. So a lot's going to be different than it is now. So I hope that I'm doing a lot better. And there are a lot more of these videos, but coming up soon are the Yamaha riding videos, and the next one is a disgrace. So here we go. The most disappointing video, the most depressing video, and the video I wish I never, ever made. I hate this video with every cell inside me. I should not have made it, and the biggest reason for that is because I could not ride the bike. This was my first time touching the bike. Generally, I'd never touched the bike before this, and I forget how to use gears. I don't use the clutch. I just move my foot up and down, and I don't turn the throttle on and off. I keep my hands still and I just move my foot. And this is my first time on a 125, so I'm still, you know, I don't quite know how I've done this. I shouldn't have done it because it was a huge mistake. I should have taken the bike out on country roads and got used how to riding, because you guys slated me for not being able to ride. I'm not joking. You guys hated this video. You were like, oh, you're breaking your engine, you're destroying this, you can't do this, you can't do that, you shouldn't have a bike. It's just quite funny because I knew I made the mistakes after I made the video. Because I sat down and read the comments, I was like, shit, I wasn't riding the bike right. So I went back out later that day and I practiced again, and then we made what I like to think the golden video of the channel. So to me personally, this is one of the best videos I've ever made. For visual and audio wise. For audio, in my opinion, is some of the best I've ever had, and also the colour grading, the editing, the what's it called, just how it all looks is perfect to me for some reason. The angle, I can't replicate how this looked for some reason. You get the nice wide angle, it's perfect, where you get half the bike, half the road, and I should cut this video into a point of view Yamaha riding video. It's perfect. The only thing that's not good about it is the content. There's too much dead space in it, which you'll see in a minute. I just, you know, run the bike straight up this road at top speed. Well, not top speed, about, you know, I didn't quite know how to gear a 125 right. So I get to about 50 miles an hour and it's that for like a minute. And it's just me showing off how fast the bike could go, because I thought I was really cool. Which I wasn't, which I know I'm not now, but I felt cool because it was the first time I actually hit that speed without nearly blowing up an engine. But yeah, so that was that, and this is probably the best video I have on my channel. And this video nearly got me 5,000 views with a 99% like to dislike ratio. This was in July, just after I got my insurance. Well, it was a month after I got my insurance, so I did take a couple of weeks to get used to the bike. And now I'm riding it properly, I know how to do everything, and there's just too much dead space and there's not enough personalised content in it. It's just me generally talking, which I'm not much of a fan of in this case, but I still think it's one of the best videos on my channel to this day. Okay, and then a lot happened between the start and the channel update video. Between then I had my bike crash. It wasn't a big one, everything was okay. I just came off with bruised legs, broken levers, broken clutch mainly. The gear lever was bent and I scratched up the side of the bike, which is all okay now. Everything's back to normal. And this is me just getting back on the road. I was still a bit shaky because this was one of the first times I've been back out, but I want you guys to have an honest outlook on how I ride. I don't want to fabricate my ride, which you'll notice in these videos I do go the same route quite a lot. So next year I will be changing that up quite a lot. I've got new routes planned along with new videos, so everything's going to be looking a lot nicer next year. And after the next 2 videos is when I really start to develop my content into something I want people to see. I put a lot more effort into how everything looks. I now edit on a PC with PowerDirector 18 and PowerDirector 365, so I get other editing packs. I get everything to edit with, which you can see how I nearly hit the curb. But yeah, so this is me getting back into motorcycling properly, and I was a bit shaken up, which I'm not sure why I decided to record when I was a bit shaken up, but that's that, I guess. Okay, and then we have the wonderful, amazing front angle look. I shouldn't have made this like this. This was horrible. If you look at the camera, it looks like I've put it on a lollipop stick. It's too big, it shakes too much, it's too shaky. I forgot to colour grade the video, and I believe this video was forced out, and I shouldn't have uploaded it like this. I definitely wouldn't upload something like this, but this was me getting back into the swing of motovlogging. This video was in September, so between the start and then channel updates there is a solid 2.5 month gap. And you know, my description for this video was, hey, welcome back to the channel, it's been a while, since I've done something like this, but I've tried my best to get something out for you. So this was me just trying to be, you know, relevant again and come back into the video editing world, well, the YouTube video world. But this was me being like, yeah, we're coming back and we're coming back stronger. This was when I had GoPro Hero 7 Black, I had new mic adapters, new microphones, new helmet. You know, I had everything set out for me, and I'll show you the new angle now. So you're about to see it switch, and I was so impressed with this, but it looks like shit. Look at it, it's so, you know, boring, and I use it too much, but so there's me waving, you know, I'm like, wow, oh my god, I've generally got a camera on the front like these bigger moto vloggers, and you know, both of them are 4K wide, you know, 30 FPS in this video, and I was like, wow, this might be the start of something amazing, you know. And I got a mixed response about whether you guys actually like the front facing camera or not, but I'm going to start integrating it a bit more in the future. I'm just waiting for a bit nicer weather so I can get some, you know, more shots around me. I want to get a third camera to go on the back left of the bike or behind the bike, so you can see the, you know, like the really fancy videos where you can see them change gears and everything. But this video was just me showing, look, I have a front facing camera. Okay, and then we're getting into the best videos that I've been making recently. This one is called Getting Cut Up Twice, Yamaha YZF-R125, #free. I've taken motovlog out of the name now. There's no more motovlog bait or anything like that, it's just Yamaha videos. And this is when I personally think, this is when I personally think that the videos have hit their peak. I've got a perfect front facing camera, which you can see here, that I'm in the center of the screen, you've got the backgrounds going around me, it's super view. It's perfectly edited together, which you'll see at the junction in a minute. I am very proud of this edit up ahead, which is this bit just here. So the camera is on me and you're about to see me pull out the junction perfectly, and the camera tilts with the bike to show that the video, I'm turning sideways, and then it flicks back to the front as I come out of the corner, and it's so fluid and so perfect to me that I really like it. And this is what I want to be doing with my front facing camera, pulling it off perfectly like that. But yeah, this was the start of more dynamic videos. Okay, and then moving on to a disappointing series, which it was a great idea. I believe that this video kind of subsection of riding with Jack could have been executed so much better, but we had problems with his camera and microphone, and I was just too desperate to show that I was riding with someone else, and it didn't go well. This video could have been done so much better if I just waited a bit more and sorted him out with some proper equipment. The only time that I do show his actual point of view is in the third video, and I am going to count Riding with Jack part 1 and 2 as one video, and because they are the same ride, just split into two. So we're going to jump to the second one now and talk a bit more over that, as the first one's pretty boring. Okay, so moving on to the second part, I can really see why I say I'll leave that in as a little joke, because I do say a lot, but I really do start to use my zoom effects a lot more for my video editing software, because I really don't take advantage of the software's available to me, which in a second you will see me zoom in and Jack will wheel spin amazingly, which I think it's this bit coming up just after this. Okay, so I've just bent down to pick up my glove, and here is my zoom effect. I do this zoom effect about 8 times this video, for zooming in on Jack, zooming in on me, and then zooming in on a wasp flying into my helmet, which I think is one of the funniest bits of my channel, which there it is again. I really love this zoom effect. Okay, then moving on to another lazy video I made was the YZF-R125 versus the YM50-RE 2019. This was another video where I promised the camera and microphone on Jack's half, and I failed to bring that. This is me cutting through the daylight getting to him, and you'll see a title card come up in a minute saying there's no mic but there is a camera. This is the first time I have Jack's camera up on my channel, and it's the first time you guys see me third person riding, which is pretty cool and I quite like that. So we'll skip to that bit, and the thing I don't like about this video is we're in the dark, and we do go a really dark country route way, and I don't really like it. Okay, so here you can see me and Jack making a switch. Well, this is me making a switch in editing, but there's me zooming off in front and now on Jack's camera. And the GoPro Hero 5 isn't good at night recording like the GoPro Hero 7 Black. So So Jack's video is quite disappointing, so I cut up until we get into the light bit. So we're coming up to the traffic lights away from the country roads, and he's going to pull up next to me. And this is the first time that you guys have seen me riding my bike that's not first person. So like, there's me on a sport bike. I really like this angle, and I think I tried to use it as a thumbnail, which I did, and it's just a bit dark, so I should have brightened that up a little bit. But these are all the good bits of riding with Jack. There wasn't much more in it, except me riding away. So yeah, we're now going to move on to another section of the channel, which was when we added another sport bike into the mix. Okay, so moving on to a new section of my channel, we now review the Derby GPR125. I bought this bike off my mate for 400 quid because it's a non-runner, and it's got a lot of problems with it, including the fairings, the engine, the carburettor. There's the brake levers don't match, the battery was dead. There was a lot of general problems with it. There was no tax, no MOT, no V5, so it only came with a new keeper slip. But I thought I'd accept the challenge of it, and I was defeated by it until earlier today, and I managed to sell this bike for £600, so I made £200 profit. But no offence to Luke, I'm sorry to say it, but this bike is not 100%. Everything's not there. It's not what I would call a reliable motorbike. The exhaust is literally held on by a coat hanger, and the fairings are missing, as you can see here. You see all the problems with it. The exhaust is something I bought for the Yamasaki YM50-RE off of eBay for £30. I never put it on the Yamasaki, so I gave it to Luke because he wanted a new exhaust, and he put it on this. Luke then sawed off his stock exhaust because we were unable to get it off. I was also a part of this. This was me and him doing mechanics together for the first time, and it didn't go well. Sorry Luke if you don't want me to talk about this, but it's quite funny. We drilled the stock exhaust off, we sawed it off, and then we put the new one on, and it was too big. So we then got a slip-on attachment which made it fit, but we had no bracket to hold it up, so I went home and Luke stuck a coat hanger on it, and that is what holds it to this day. So it needs a lot of TLC, but apart from that, this bike is amazing. Derbys are an amazing runner, and this bike is faster than my Yamaha. Okay, and then we move on to another lazy video that I've made. This video is just the front-facing camera version of the video I talked about when I pulled out the junction. I was being really lazy with this. I didn't want to go out and record, but I also wanted to make a video, so I just stole old content and slapped some editing over it and uploaded it. This is just me again talking about the motorbike, and this video is no different to the other ones, except I'm not stood in the garage this time. I'm generally just riding my motorbike, which you'll see that the video of getting cut up twice, which was uploaded on the 2nd of October. These videos are the exact same, you know, recording date, same video, but I'm just voicing over this one. And this was lazily made, and I don't make videos like this anymore, and I wish I didn't. But I think this is the last question video I've made. Okay, now we're getting into the area of my YouTube channel where I tried my best to upload as many times as I can with 2-day intervals. And I kind of cheated by recording all in. I wrote that was my girlfriend opening a can of Pepsi. She's currently sat behind me. But yeah, carrying on with these videos. These videos were all filmed in one day of me riding up to a filming spot that I originally recorded the Yamasaki videos in, and I wanted to make another video there, as that is my prime recording spot. It's where I started out, so I quite like to do that. And I recorded the 12 modifications for the Yamaha YZF-R125 there. And then I make the modification video. These videos are all made in the same day, pretty much the same recording. So I'm going to do a bit of jumping about. So this is going down the country roads, which really does well for my channel. I always get about 100% likes, which I did on all 3 of these videos. And I got 300 views, 200, and then 200 again, which is pretty good for my channel in the winter. This was me just once again flexing my bike again, pretty much, like I did at the start. This is me just showing off the modifications I've done, like the carbon fibre, the sports exhaust, the levers, the mirrors, my name. This video is pretty much just another flex. So yeah, I'm sorry for making another one. But you guys did really seem to like this video, as it did 100% likes to dislikes. So that is amazing, so thank you for that. Okay, so I'm quickly moving through all these last 3 videos that are connected. The country roads video, the 12 modifications, and the country roads #2. So this is just me riding back. So I was a bit cheap with these videos and I did it all in the same. Hello me, my girlfriend's now recording me on Snapchat. I wanted to have a more regular upload schedule, which is what I'm aiming for now again, to pull off next year, which is a video every 2 or 3 days. But this year I uploaded a total of just under 30 videos. I think it was 29 in total. I want to aim for 52 next year, and my new goal would be 1,000 subscribers for next year, because the end of 2018 was 100 subs, the end of 2019 was 500, and we're going to double again. So this was my second to last upload of 2019, so we're coming to the end of my content this year. The next video is a moto vlog that I am proud of. Now moving on to my most recent upload was 2020 channel changes, which is where I talk about how I am changing my channel name in 2020 at some point to my real name. And we're gonna scrap this whole Nafe idea because I think it's shit. But here you can see in the video is where my motorbike starts to malfunction a little bit. As you can see, there are no electronic readings on the dash at all. There's no speed, RPM, temperature, time, nothing. It's just backlit display. But yeah, this has been all my uploads this year. They've been all pretty much the same route, so I need to change that for next year. I've got a lot of changes coming in next year with new camera angles, and I'm going to be using Yamaha YZF-R125 a lot more to show you how my performance is. And there's my new gloves, which I'm really happy with. This is the content you guys have been given this year by me. This is pretty much the same videos over and over again, just me talking about different things. But you can tell how far I've come because this is my most recent video, and then this masterpiece is my first video. You can see how it's changed a lot with my motovlog, how the camera's now on the front. It's now a GoPro instead of a Chinese camera I got off a Wish for £2.50. It's all changed quite a lot. So you can also see how far my audio has come. I've gone from me shouting through my helmet onto the camera to actually having a microphone and being able to record HQ audio with the GoPro mic adapter. I mean, my audio setup cost me over £100 alone, so I really do hope that it's good. Okay, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video of me rewinding through my 2019. I hope my video doesn't get as many dislikes as YouTube's 2019, as I hope I've done a bit of a better job of going through all my content and making criticism about it and saying what's good, what's bad, giving my honest opinion about what I've done. And we're going to end out on this first video, as this is where I started out. 2019 was really good. I hit 90,000 views, just under 500 subs. I'm hoping to get just above 500 subs before the end of the year. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and please do subscribe, as it helps out my channel a lot. And I will see you in the next video.